Hey everybody. Oh my God, look. My currants came at 7 p.m. I had 4 little bags of them. So anyway, there's two or so tablespoons of the currants, and I'll see if that's not as much as I want. I got plenty more. Anyway, I just can't believe they showed up. Some companies are efficient. No names. Here we go. I'll be back with the rest of the dinner, and I'm going to cook my salmon croquettes. I think I might go up outside the box. I've got some bacon grease over there. I might cook them in that. Anyway, here's my elusive currants. So, woohoo. Okay, Mike's here, so here I am. And I've just showed you the currants. I'm so glad they came. Say what you want about Amazon. They are so efficient. Yes, about the devil there. But anyway, here are my 9 salmon croquettes. I think I'll put a little fresh flour on them, and then I'm going to shake it off again, but just to have it on there. So, and I said I'm going to use, I've got a little bit of leftover bacon grease from something I made. Oh, I bet it was, anyway, a long time ago. I don't know. Pasta carbonara, maybe. But, maybe. Here we go. Let me put this in here. Let's see here. It said you have to have a fair amount of oil for this. And I'm glad to use this up, so. I can get all of them in there at once, I'm pretty sure. So that's cool. Let me see here. All right, keep working. Now, I was saying to Mike, I so often when I make these salmon croquettes, you know, people love tartar sauce on their fish, right? So I try to make, as I did today, a mayonnaise-y slaw. So that I kind of use that sort of as my salad and my tartar sauce together. You know, kill 2 birds with 1 stone there. Although I do have tartar sauce here, I think, if we so desire it. Okay. We'll see, I don't know if we need anything else with this dinner. We'll see how the plate looks. Ooh, I hear my oil sizzling here. See that? Yeah. Okay. It's a little too hot. Turn it down. But these are very quick. I used to make, like I said, a jillion little bitty ones. So I do them all in stages and put them in a low oven and keep them warm. Because I'd end up with a lot of them. There we go. I see some bubbling. I think I could have put every bit of this in here. So that's good. I'm glad to get rid of it. You know, I say every time, I hate to, not that I would probably waste bacon grease, but now I can wash this bowl. Okay. Let's see. You know, maybe I should have a little brush to get this off with. But I think a little flour, it'll just be a little crusty. I'm not too worried. Let's see here. This should work fine. I can get 9 in there. What do you think? 2 in the middle. Alrighty. That's exciting. Okay, I won't make you wait, but we'll be back when I go to flip them, I think. It says
sizzling.
1/4 cup and 1 tablespoon. That's 5 tablespoons. I don't know if I put in 5 tablespoons of bacon grease. might have though. It's an interesting question. I'm gonna turn them up a little more now that they're all in there. They're not quite cooking enough. But really they only take, I would say, Mike, now granted these are about twice the size at least of the ones I made at work. At least twice the size. And they only took a few minutes per side. So I'm gonna say these are gonna, I set the timer for 4 minutes. We'll give them a look. Okay, I have an idea here. Not just because I don't like to waste things, but I think I want to just drip a little oil on the top of all of them. So when I flip them, they get really nice and round. And how about that? I think that'll be very nice. Let's see. Okay, I'm getting ready to flip. I know this one's nice and brown. I don't know if they all are. Let me flip it. Oh yeah, see that? Can you get that, Mike? See that one's getting a little brown. The salmon, you know.
Nice color.
There you go. That one's done. I'm going to turn it down a little. But I do want them brown. Of course, I've never cooked them in the bacon grease. Ever. I just had that, so how could it be bad? Come on. Got to do it. These are thicker, though, than what I made at work, so let me get them a little, the heat turned down a little. I want to make sure they're done. Well, there we go. That was about 4 minutes, just for the record. Those are really darker. Of course, it took me a while to get to them, to flip them. Yep, that's good. I like the look of that one. Okay, Mike, listen, I'm going to set my timer for about 2 minutes and give them a look, and we'll be back.
Sizzling.
Are you showing it?
I am.
Okay, you need to get a planner or something to put those on. Maybe I'll just put them on the plate. I'm afraid they'll get overcooked if I keep them in there after they're done. Just put them on a plate. They feel done. I'm just going to brown the other side.
They're a nice color. They look good.
Good. Well, I think they'll be done. We don't have to worry about that. And if we need, I have, hold it 1 minute. I have tartar sauce downstairs, and I think I even have some malt vinegar here I saved from something. So, anyway, let's give them a look. As long as they're brown. No, they're getting there though. Yep. I think. Let's see, this is the darkest one. It's not dark at all on the other side. So I'm going to let the 2 minutes go by, and then I'm going to take them off because that's what I set the timer for. Okay, out they come. 2 minutes went by. The timer went off. I think that's good. Like I said, when I was at work and I made all these little bitty ones, I could only fit so many in a pan this size. I would just put them in a cast iron gratin dish I had there that I adored. Anyway, and put them in a low oven until it was tea time. So I got them all done. So now that Mike, it's just the two of us, we'll be having dinner here with our slaw in just minutes. We'll see you at the Ottoman. I'm putting this slaw with the currants on the plates. I don't want to overdo it. We'll see. We'll start with that much on that one. It didn't make near as much as I thought it would. I don't think we'll have any trouble finishing if it's good. Alrighty. Coming over here with the plates. I put a little salt on the tops of these, as you see. We'll start with 2 apiece. We'll see how that is. But Mike will probably, hopefully you'll want another one. I'll take that real dark one. And then I'll take that little. I like that. I like the dark. Not so dark on the other side though. I'll take this one. They're pretty hot though. Okay, see you at the ottoman. Oh, are you following me here?
I'll follow you.
Okay, I think this is mine with the darker ones. Right? Am I crazy? Yep, I'm crazy. Those aren't the darker ones. These are the darker ones. Ooh, I might need more slaw. I didn't get that much. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that doesn't look like enough slaw. Okay. All right, I'm getting ready to taste everything. I haven't tried it yet. Tonight I'm tasting first. Mmm. Mmm. That's good. I haven't had this in a long time. But I've made this slaw because I love it. It's got curry and currants. Okay. On to my fresh salmon croquettes. Mike, if you want to show kind of what the inside looks like, here you go. Just cut into it. I want to say, looks pretty good. Let me see. Mmm. Mmm. Delicious. 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 I love these. And what I want to say is because it had a little extra flour on the outside, it's kind of crunchy on the outside. I love that part. Well, let me say, maybe, I don't know if you'd like a little lemon or anything with your salmon croquette. But I'm going to take the phone from Mike and let him try it and see what he thinks. So, ooh, I'm very happy with the whole thing. And not that I'm surprised, just haven't had it in a while. We were just talking about salmon croquettes the other night, so here you go.
So I put some lime on.
Yeah, I thought it needed a little acid on it.
See a little.
There's Mike's salmon
What a
croquette.
nice color it is.
Beautiful. It's just beautiful.
And a great crust, has a great crust.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think they're over. I mean, for Mike and me, we like our salmon on the well done side. That's all I can say. So, but they're not really dried out.
Look at that.
There's plenty of. Normally, you might not be happy to see all that runny dressing from your slaw, but we're using it as like a kind of a tartar sauce or a sauce along with the lime. It doesn't really need tartar sauce. You agree? Mm. So what you say, Mike?
I agreed.
You enjoying that?
I am.
Mike's had these salmon croquettes before because I've had this recipe since the late.
And the currants.
That Mike is right. The currants is what's made this dinner what it would.
We have currants.
We are so current here. Not really. That's so not true. But let me just say, without the currants, this dinner would be a
great combo.
An 8-7, but now it's a 9-7.
A great combo.
Yeah, I've made this combo so many times, and I think it's perfect. Okay, well, we'll see if we're done. If I think of any mistakes, I know last night when I was talking about the zucchini quiche, I called it cottage cheese, and it was really sour cream. I'm trying to correct my mistakes here all the time. So,
so good.
Yeah, we'll be back to sign off. Okay, we're back. We had a little dessert, a fresh pineapple, and our two final fantastic salted chocolate chunk Allison Roman shortbread cookies that were delicious. And before we close this video, but we haven't had a chance to actually look at it, Mike wanted to bring up something he found interesting tonight.
At about 6:20, I was
on this video,
I was recording. Judy was emptying a silver mixing bowl, emptying something into the pan, and it was making a reflection of the teapot, the blue teapot up there that was kind of shining in the silver bowl.
So
I haven't gone back to look, but at about 6:20,
You all see if you see it's something cool. And I haven't seen it either, so I can't wait to see what it looks like. If sometimes things don't translate as good as.
I hope it was worthy of the mention. But
Okay.
It looked good in the moment.
Okay, well, we'll see. And after that, we'll also just see you next time, okay?
Enjoy.
Okay, bye.